So, you probably think rock music is dead, right? Something your parents listen to on old playlists. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? Not even close.
Because right now, the truth is, rock is evolving faster than ever before. It's plugging into all this new tech, connecting with fans all over the world, and creating sounds that are just completely new. So let's dive in and see what modern rock is really all about. Okay, so to understand where rock is going, we've got to start with the absolute basics, the band itself. So, what are the key ingredients that mix together to create that huge, powerful, energetic sound that we all instantly recognize as rock? Well, it really boils down to four key parts. You've got the vocals, that's the voice telling the story. Then there's the electric guitar, which is usually the star of the show playing those main melodies. Underneath all that, you have the bass guitar, giving you that deep, pulsing heartbeat that you can literally feel in your chest. And finally, holding the whole thing together, you've got the drums. They're the engine of the band, driving the rhythm and keeping everyone perfectly in time. Now let's talk about a super important term you hear all the time, the riff. I guarantee you've heard one. A riff is just that short, really catchy guitar part that hooks you in and repeats throughout the song. It's the part that gets stuck in your head for days. Basically, it's the musical DNA of a great rock track. But here's the thing. Just saying rock music is kind of like just saying food. It's way too simple. There are so many different types, and each one has its own totally unique flavor. And the range is just huge. You've got pop rock with its super catchy, high-energy sing-along feel. Then there's heavy metal, which is just loud, fast, and aggressive. On the other side, you've got punk rock, which is all about that raw, rebellious energy packed into super fast songs. And then there's electronic rock, blending classic guitars with all kinds of futuristic, computer-driven sounds. Seriously, there's a style for every mood.
But maybe the single biggest change in rock music lately isn't a new instrument at all. It's the toolkit that artists are now using to create their sound. Just think about it. 40 years ago, making an album was this massive, incredibly expensive process. You needed a giant recording studio, all this pricey equipment, and you had to have a record label just to get heard. But today, an artist can create a totally professional-sounding album right from their bedroom with just a laptop, and then share it with the whole world instantly. And right at the center of this whole revolution is a piece of tech called a DAW, which stands for Digital Audio Workstation. This software has completely changed the game. It's basically an entire recording studio packed into an app, giving artists unbelievable creative power right from their computer. A DAW is like this massive digital toolbox. Artists can use synthesizers to create any sound they can imagine. They can program drum machines for a perfect rhythm, and they can add all these powerful effects without needing giant, heavy amps. They can even layer hundreds of different sounds on top of each other in a single track to create something absolutely epic. But rock is so much more than just what you hear through your headphones. It's a full-on cultural experience. And even with all this amazing technology, nothing, and I mean nothing, beats the energy of a live show. It is still the most important way for bands to connect directly with their fans. The loud music, the lights, the shared energy from the crowd, it all comes together to create something really special. And the scale of these events can be just mind-blowing. A massive festival like Glastonbury in England can bring together 200,000 people. That's literally an entire city built around a shared love for live music. But that community isn't just being built at concerts anymore. The connection between bands and fans has totally exploded online. Social media has been a complete game changer. Bands can now talk directly with their audience, sharing everything from a quick look at a practice session to what life is like on tour. A classic song can suddenly become a massive hit all over again just because of a viral video. And for a lot of us, this is how we discover our new favorite band. Not on the radio, but right in our feeds. So what deepens that connection, whether it's online or at a live show? The lyrics. The words are what make a song really stick with you. They can tell a story, capture a feeling, or even comment on what's happening in the world, turning a great sound into something truly meaningful. So with all these incredible changes in technology and in culture, it begs the question, what does the future actually hold for rock music? Well, first off, the whole idea of success has changed. It's not just about selling albums anymore. Now it's a mix of everything. Getting millions of streams, selling out tours, winning major awards, hitting high chart positions. And maybe most important of all, building a loyal community of fans who are going to be there for the long haul.
Rock has also become a truly global language. It's not just an American or British thing anymore. Bands from Japan to Sweden are becoming huge international stars, and they're mixing their own cultural sounds into the music, which is making the genre richer and way more diverse than it's ever been. All of this leads to the most exciting part, right? Trying to figure out what's next. What is the rock music of tomorrow even going to sound like?
And the amazing thing is, no one really knows. The next big sound probably isn't going to come from some giant record label. With the tools we have today, it could come from a bedroom, anywhere in the world. It could come from anywhere. And with a laptop and a great idea, it could even come from you.